Hi, ladies. It's Keri Blair from Style Your Dreams. I am so looking forward to this conversation today, and I'm excited that you're here to join me. So I wanted to have a conversation with you that it's been going on for me for a little over maybe a year and a half now. So what it is it's called your next 10 years. Now, I know for the most part, we don't think about our next 5 years, let alone our next 10 years. Or maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you are always looking at like, okay, what do I want to achieve this year? What about in 5 years, etc. I have usually just set my goals per year, right? Like most people. But I'll tell you why this conversation started happening for me. So a year and a half ago, I turned 50. That's right. I am 51 and a half now. And right as I was about to turn 50, my husband kept saying things like, what do you want to accomplish in your last week of your 40s? It was so much pressure. But it made me laugh really hard because time is all made up. So what I started thinking about though was there's something about turning 50, which it could be turning 30. It could be anything. But why I started thinking about my next 10 years is because, I'll be 60. And what do I want to have had said I accomplished in my lifetime or my career? I'm not saying I'm going to retire when I'm 60 because I feel 35. However, there's something to be said for what do you want to have accomplished in your life before you turn 60? Because that seems like such a monumental age in our society. Not in the world, but in our society, it for sure is. So I started asking myself this question, and life became different for me because there was this timeline that was starting to tick down, which I hadn't experienced before. And maybe you haven't experienced that either. And I would say that it's created pressure on me, but I will say it's in an amazing way that it's produced pressure. Because for the most part, I was doing what I was doing and, working with clients and creating courses and doing things that I loved. But now the stakes got higher. So the stakes got higher and it now became about, wait a minute, if I only have 10 years left, what am I going to do with those 10 years? And now it's only 8.5 years. So as time, and we all know time is a made up function. If you don't know that, it is. So if I look at now, okay, I have 8.5 years left. It's not the pressure of like, okay, I have to get this and I have to accomplish this and be the best at this. And it's not a matter of that. It's like, what do I want to have my life be for the next 8.5 years? What do I want my legacy to be about? What do I want to have in my life? And what has been unfolding for me has been nothing short of miraculous, which is I've been wanting to get back to my roots of doing a lot of mindset work for myself and for clients, which has been great. So I've been doing mindset work for over 30 years. I've been doing mindset with clients every time they see me. It's just part of who I am. So if you don't know that aspect of me, I think my mom gave me my first Anthony Robbins cassette tape when I was 17 or 18 years old, which is, over 30 something years ago. And I've always been a seeker. I've always been a seeker of like, how can I use my mind to get what I really want in life? How do I create a high vibe in life? How do I, as well as my spiritual aspects, they kind of go hand in hand for me. So I've been going down that path, and how can I impact as many people as possible so that they can have lives that are extraordinary and that they absolutely love each and every day, which led to creating a mindset, mastering your mindset course, which has been so much fun. And the women that are doing it are getting so much out of it, and it's changing their lives. So what I've really been working on is A, how do I wake up every single day, create my day from an intention and from a very high vibe mindset state? And more important than that is how do I keep it? Because although I've done so much work in this world over 30 something years, the hard part is, what do you do when something throws you off? So what do you do when you get that email? You get stuck in traffic. Something happens that has you be in a low vibe state. How do you interrupt that so that the rest of your day doesn't go that way? You know, they say that if you stub your toe or something, quote unquote, bad happens when you first wake up, then it spirals into it's a bad day, right? Some people say, oh, well, it's a Monday. But what if you didn't give yourself any room to have those moments? It was interesting. I just went to the chiropractor, and as I was waiting to get adjusted, this mailman came in and was talking with the front desk person, and he seemed like such a nice guy. And all he had was complaints about his cat dying, and complaints about having COVID, and complaints about his work schedule, and everybody's sick right now. And oh my gosh, the vibe in the room got so low so quick. And then the girl started sharing what her troubles are. And if you notice, if you get in a low vibe state and you share it with others, you're creating more low vibe. It just spirals out of control. But what if you can create a high vibe state? And in those moments, see, his energy and her energy and their complaints didn't impact me because I was unwilling to allow them in. I did not participate. And other people were coming in and participating. Oh yeah, I got sick too. And you've seen it happen. It happens all the time. If one person shares something that's wrong, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and compare what's bad about our lives. But what if we jump on the bandwagon of like creating amazing lives, and we share that with the world and then ask others what's awesome about their lives? That can spiral a movement, if you will, but specifically a movement in your life where everything is, like I said, high vibe and all is well, and you're having the life that you want. So back to what I was saying, I started creating that first and foremost is, if this is my last 10 years in the workforce, may or may not be, who knows about that. But also, we don't know how long our lives are going to last. I don't know if I'm going to get run over today. I don't know if today's the last day that I breathe, which is why I start every single morning thanking God for today. Like, thank you that I got to be here today and I get to create. So what this revolution or this thought process has given me is a new lease on life where I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm not going to settle for this is pretty good, because I've always, I have already fulfilled all my dreams and manifested everything that I wanted. So it's not that I had some bad life or wanted to fix something. For me, it's about next leveling it. If anything is possible, which I believe everything and anything truly is possible. If one person in the planet can achieve something, that means it's possible for me. And that there is no competition, and the universe doesn't have a finite amount of resources. Everything and anything is available to any of us in any moment of time, which I love and I'm so inspired by. So I'm really creating that each and every day of my life, I live that way, and I fulfill my passion in the moment. And then, I also had this dream the other day, with goes hand in hand with it. I had this dream that God came to me and said, you have one job to do. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? And he said, be happy. Wow, that was mind blowing, because I certainly have not lived my life. Like, my one and only job is to be happy while I'm on this planet. And I have since taken that on. Like, that is my job, is to be happy, because you know what? If you're happy, you know what happens to the people around you? It's contagious. They want to be happy. They're like, oh my gosh, why are you so happy all the time? Why are you so fulfilling your dreams all the time? And that's what I want for you. That's for sure what I want for everyone on the planet, is to live your life from a place of you're already fulfilled, you're already happy, you're already high vibe, and then go out and create and fulfill from there. And most importantly, notice when you're not. So I notice every single day when I'm not in that amazing high vibe state, I'll stop, notice it, and ask myself, what can I do right now to get back to my high vibe state? And I have a series of techniques that I use. Um, if you're interested in what I do, I just, like I said earlier, I created a mindset course. It's called Master Your Mindset for a Life of Excellence. And it's more like a 10-day challenge, because first of all, I did this for myself and it completely changed my life in 10 days. So then I thought, I'm going to create this course for other people to know what I'm doing so that they can create those results. And they've been achieving miraculous results from doing. So if you're interested, I'll link the course below. Although we started and are on day 3, who knows what day we're on at the time that you listen to this. If you're interested, just shoot me an email and we'll get you access to the course, because I think it's so powerful. If you really are someone who's up to living life, an extraordinary life every single day, and doing everything that you can to have that extraordinary life, then I'd love to make this available to you. But you can consider it a 10-day challenge. It's 10 minutes a day, and it will transform your life and have you love your life. So, as we wrap up today, I want you to think about, what are you going to do with the next 10 years of your life, no matter what age you are? Maybe you're younger, maybe you're older, maybe you're in your 60s already and you're thinking, what am I going to have the next 10 years before? I invite you to consider it. Live your life as happy as you can every single day. Find techniques that work for you to let go of when things go off course, so that you can get them back on, get back in a state of gratitude, get back in a high vibe state. And it's time to fulfill your dreams, not just whatever goal you have, your goal du jour of the year, but what you're here for. Fulfill on what you're here for. And I'd love to hear what you're creating. So feel free to reach out to me, and I will talk to you next time. Have an amazing, blessed day. See you later.